We
probably
both
is that.
played games in our past.
But it's like
The difference is I hit record. Now, I know
like,
the title
this
is a little
class is strictly on
obnoxious.
how to
I didn't
use
mean
Excel.
for it to be that
I'm
way.
sure.
But the point was, I kind of wanted to tell you
Kind
that
of
you
like-
are able to make millions of dollars from it. And if not millions,
I'm
you
sure
can
this is, like,
start off
data
your
entries
journey
they want you
using
to
this
use or
vehicle.
something. I
So
don't
this
know.
is kind of aimed towards more people that are a little bit younger, especially if you're still playing video games. Not saying that adults can't play. I'm 23 and I still play video games. But the point is that
Like,
a lot of
can you
young
learn
people
Excel
have a lot of
low-key in,
free
like, a
time
day
on
or
their
two?
hands. So while you're playing
Not
the
a thing.
video
Yeah.
game, why not hit
Sounds
record?
good.
Why not hit the stream button?
They drag it out to a whole
So
course.
just for context, because you might be wondering, why
Yeah.
the hell would you even listen to me yap? I'm 23, a millionaire from YouTube and real estate, still in college part-time because I
Very
want a
proudly.
backup plan.
That's
But I
my
also
school.
enjoy learning. Most days I play video games
Razby asked me
and
to teach
just
us dropship.
yap on here. So
Bruh.
I'll explain exactly how it is that I've made my money from playing video games.
This isn't
But
gonna
very
work unless
early
it's your
on,
main
even at
thing.
the age of like 10 to
It's not a
12, I
side
was
hustle, that is a
basically
main
recording
hustle.
every time me and my friends hung out and played video games. Now, did I get a lot of views? Absolutely not. Did I make millions of
gotta make it
dollars
work
at that
first,
age?
too, so then we
Absolutely
can
not.
all tap it.
Probably made like $100 a month from that at that time. And so,
I made 11 bucks.
regardless, $100 a month was still a lot of money to
Exactly.
me
Well,
when,
like
you
a
know, at that
year.
age.
Dope.
That wasn't the point. I think
This
the
is what's
point
gonna
was
happen.
the fact
You're gonna
that I hit
fucking
record
excel in
and I got
dropshipping
some
over the
results
summer.
and I
I'm
wasn't
gonna
even
excel in
caring
gaming
about the
content.
results.
Razby's gonna excel in.
To be honest with you,
In
I
her
don't
fields,
even know
and
where
then
those hundreds of dollars
Afterwards,
even
we're all
went
gonna
to.
tap each other into
I
our
barely
in the
even
fields
remember
that we're
that
growing
time.
in. You
But
see
I
what
do
I mean?
remember it was very fun. It was very fun for me. Even when
Yeah,
we all
nobody
gotta
would
do
watch my
good first.
videos.
We all got
Eventually,
to
around
do good
Rona
though.
time, I decided to lock in and actually make some content.
Ooh.
So that's kind of when my flip switched.
Dude, do you know what
Kind of when
flipping
I
is?
was like, damn, I'm unk, bro. I'm
I
in
might start
college
doing
now.
it. So it's basically
And I
you
really
buy
need
a
to make
house,
this
renovate
work.
it, then
And
sell
so
it
that's
instantly.
exactly what I did. I try-harded my
like-
butt off.
Yeah.
at Rona.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking
make
about like some
streaming
online
work
thing.
out for
Oh,
her.
no.
But
That's
I
just
know
real
that
estate
it
thing.
might be a
Bro,
lot more
the amount
difficult
of
for some of
money-
you guys.
I did
And
the
let me
math
tell
on
you
it.
some of the stuff that I hear.
Crazy.
Because, you know, I do have some
You know
online
how I'm
friend groups,
selling
and I hear a lot of the
house,
excuses
right,
that
this
they
summer?
make.
Mm-hmm.
One of
I'll
the
say one.
major excuses
My
that
dad's
I
also
hear
selling
is that
his
my
upstate
PC
house.
sucks.
We're gonna put that money into
All right,
buying a
bro.
New York City house.
Nobody is
My
telling you
idea
to
was,
play some
why don't we
AAA
just
game
fucking
with
flip it?
crazy graphics.
Because if we
Hey,
do the same strat
nobody's
we
telling
used
you
to get
that.
this house,
And so I
buy
just
a
think
house,
it's a cop-out because
renovate it
the
for
way I
50K.
started was
it
through
auto makes
Minecraft
200K
videos.
because we
And
sold
the
it at
Minecraft
an
videos I
underprice.
used to make were on a dumb
everything else is just
laptop. It was a Toshiba laptop
So the
that was
moment we
less
sell
than
it,
80
we get our money
bucks
back
that my
and
dad
200K
bought.
minimum.
And Minecraft wouldn't run in more than 30 FPS.
Is that not crazy?
No, 13 FPS.
We do it every 6 months.
So imagine that. Imagine that was the thing that I used to make
get enough
videos
capital?
with, and I got a little
even
bit of
need a
views.
loan?
I got $100 a month.
Then we could do it maybe
And
every
this
4
is
months.
your
Me
excuse?
too.
Come on, bro.
Becomes more and more and
I
more.
think it's a really
capital-
horrible mindset
capital gains
that a lot
up
of
your
people
ass,
think
though.
they need these
I don't give
crazy
a fuck.
setups.
You know how much I'm
But
gonna
in
be
reality,
making?
a lot of these content
Yeah.
creators don't even
don't
have
matter.
crazy setups.
I need to
I
pay
have
taxes.
found
Shit, I'm gonna buy a
in
house.
my
sell
own
it.
experience that people that genuinely have a passion in gaming, that genuinely
bro.
have a passion in PCs,
Capital
they
gains isn't
have
as
the
bad
decked out
for
PCs.
real estate.
They spend disgusting monies into
Really?
their PCs.
My dad
While
always
creators that have made
fucking-
hundreds of thousands from it,
I was telling him
including
my plan, it's
myself.
just like what I wanna
Oh, it's
I
do.
don't
bad
even
if you
have
only
as
do
good
it
as a
one
PC
house.
as some of them.
One house sale.
Yeah.
All I needed was a good
like,
graphics card and a bunch of storage.
Yeah,
That's all I really need. And so the point is, I just see a lot of people making these excuses, saying they're gonna start when they get a better headset, a better mic, a better mouse.
Mm.
Let me tell you something crazy.
I
One of
I
my
still
biggest
gonna do it.
videos on this
I'm
channel.
gonna
This
fucking-
was
I'm
on
gonna
another
do it.
channel that's
Yeah.
faceless. But one of my biggest
It's
videos
so
I've ever
broken.
hit
Like
was
I had a
probably
talk with my dad
3 to
because
4 million.
I wanted to know how
views,
much do I
right?
actually have to make
And this was one of the
to
biggest
just live off of it.
single-handed
Not just
videos
live
I
off of it, but
posted.
like
I made that video with
to
a
do real estate.
$25
right?
Turtle Beach.
And he was
headset.
saying, I mean, you don't have to do anything. I'm like, okay,
Not
okay.
only the headset, but it
Not just
was
live
with
off
the
of it,
headset
but like be
mic.
comfortable off of it. Like,
Really
it pays
deep
for
it.
my whole lifestyle.
You know, I didn't even have that crazy of a setup.
told
At
me, he
that
gave me a
time, I
number,
had
he
a
said $600K.
$500
If I give him
computer,
600K,
which I had to beg my parents for and convince them
I don't have
that
to
it
do
was
anything.
for school.
Like that is
right?
insta 5K.
So all these
5 mil.
excuses that I
in
do
like
hear a lot of
1 to 2
people
years.
saying, I just think it's an excuse.
crazy.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And sure, I mean, do hear that. You know, I was
And then he's
fortunate
also
enough
gonna
for
do
my
that thing he
parents
saw
and my
that Jewish
family
guy
to be
do
able
with
to
the
afford a
auction thing.
$500
He's
computer,
bored
to be able to afford a $25 headset.
because he thinks
And
it's
so
fun.
I get that aspect. So if you're genuinely in a situation
buy houses
where
and
you have
all them out. We're literally gonna drop ship
nothing
houses.
then I kind of understand.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
But if you are in a situation
Dropshipping
where you might
IRL
get birthday
houses.
money, like I got $100 for my
Bro,
birthday.
it's kind of, oh my god.
It wasn't a lot comparatively,
Wait,
at least to the
that?
people I know. But you know
Hello?
what? I made it
Hello?
work. I used that money to
Oh,
get a
my
PC,
God.
right? So I just think there's ways around it,
Um,
and it could
bro,
definitely pay off.
some of
But
my
again, you
dad-
don't need the $500
my
set.
dad-
You need the $80
my
laptop.
dad. Some
You
of
know,
my
hit from
friends,
there,
bro,
right? Prove to
Mhm.
yourself that you can make videos, that you can
Oh
stay
my God.
consistent, that you can
This
make
is the
videos
funny
before you
thing
get
about
views.
dropshipping.
Because
Is
how would you make
because
videos?
dropshipping
You
got
can't even
so,
get
like as a joke.
Sorry, I'm
it's
kind of
gonna
going on a
lose
little
nowadays.
YouTube tangent.
Because
This
of so
is
many people
one of my
thinking
first
it's
ever
joke,
business
they're not
vehicles,
trying
and so that's
anymore.
kind of
I
why
think
I'm
that's
passionate
I
a-
love
about it.
that. I literally
But
love
it's a-
that.
That's a huge
Genuinely,
open
I
market
was
right
not
now
better at
because
games than you.
of the
I
amount of kids
sucked
that
at
think
games,
dropshipping
okay?
is
I
that method.
was never really good at games. I mean,
there's
it's
such
kind
an
of
open
relative,
market for
but
it.
I would say I was
And then,
okay at them.
like, I would
I
joke with
simply
my
just hit
IRLs,
record
I'd
and
be like,
uploaded.
I'd
I knew that if I ever got famous,
like,
if
oh,
I
you
ever
start
got
dropshipping.
views,
Because
what
like, bro,
was
dropshipping
happening
gets made
was
fun
going to
of
be
so
because
much.
of
Like, it is
either my
every day, bro.
personality
Yeah,
or me and my friends just having fun. Because people just want to see people having fun.
But like,
There's
not
a side of
even
YouTube,
though,
and there's a side of
I
Twitch
always
that's meant
knew,
for
I always knew that
lighthearting
when
or meant for
that
playing the
when
game
everyone
in the
would
best
make
way
fun
you
of it,
possibly
like,
can to show off your
I
skills.
remember
you
my
control that,
junior
bro.
year, kind of like
The content that you put
I
out
think I told you I was trying
will
to
attract the audience.
when
whatever.
I was
When I was putting out
trying,
content that
and I was, setting up
all that
the
matters
door
is
and
your
looking into
gameplay and your
products and
skills.
stuff.
You're
main
gonna
thing I
attract an audience that
bro,
cares about your
This
gameplay
is
and
so
skills.
doable. You just
Me,
gotta
on the other
do
hand,
it.
I posted
that's
some
like
gameplay
literally,
that
bro.
was
It's so
atrocious.
easy.
It was horrible. But
Um,
the good part was it was just me having fun with friends,
But
and
no,
people seemed to
this is
really
like
enjoy
really
just
a great
hanging out
time
with
to
us.
do it.
That's literally what it was.
Honestly, I think any time is.
And so
there's no-
Roblox,
it's kinda like
Minecraft,
YouTube,
even silly
'cause you know how
trends,
YouTube,
I
it doesn't
turned
matter
them
if
I
into
think
you
good
go into
content
is a great time.
or into a form of content
yeah.
that people binge watched. And
Maybe
that's
that's a better
all
way
it
to put it,
took.
but-
Just hitting that record
Yeah,
button.
I mean, any
Because
day
that's
is a
kind
great day
of
to
what it
start.
takes
Oh,
for
deadass,
anything,
like,
right? If you want to break
any
the ice
day,
on something
fucking
you want to
just
do,
go into
you
it,
just
'cause
start it. It's some of
it
the
is
it's
just
one of
the
the most
platform,
simplest
bro.
advices I
How
can
you
ever
do
give
it,
anybody.
the methods, like they will always transform and change.
Oh, I know I talked
And I
a lot
fucking
about
love the
YouTube,
fact
and I'm
that
not gonna
people
lie,
think
this
it's a
is a
joke.
very YouTube
I
catered
also
thing
love the
because
fact
that's
that
how
people
I've
think
made
day
money
trading's
through
a joke.
gaming. There are other
'Cause I
ways,
also
obviously,
made
through like
money.
affiliates and stuff, but
Like
Yeah.
when you
I
hear
haven't
about it,
had much
they probably be like,
experience
"Oh,
in
you
them,
tried
so I don't
dropship?
want to talk
I mean,
about
you
something
tried
I
it.
don't
They
have a lot
traded
of
me too, bro. Me
experience
too.
in.
It failed. It went
But
horrible.
the monetization
And then
engine
just
that
assume it went
YouTube ran
horrible
was
for
through
YouTube.
AdSense,
Yeah.
sponsorships,
It is
merch, and
amazing.
affiliate links.
And
You
you can say
basically
the
all
same thing
stack
about
on top
YouTube
of one
too.
another. Most of my
Everyone's
money came
probably tried
obviously
YouTube
from
at some
AdSense and
point, shape or
sponsorships.
form.
I made quite a bit of money from affiliate
They probably
links
say
too, but
say
those
the
are just
same shit,
sponsors
like, oh, I
with
tried streaming when
affiliate
Rona
links.
was around. I
But my
tried
first
content creation.
$1,000
Didn't really
came
work
from
out for
gaming,
me.
and so
But all
did
of
my
these
first
work.
$100,000.
That's the
And honestly,
beauty of
I
it.
feel
Yeah.
blessed to even be able to say that.
I love that
I don't
about
want to
it.
say this to gloat,
That's the
but I want to say
beginning,
this to
but
show you,
I'm
like,
done-
it's
I'm done
possible.
really
All I
trying
did was
things.
just
Like,
like
I'm-
record
Bro, I've
again
tried so
and
many
again
things
and
in my
again
life,
until
but, like,
people
the biggest
decided to watch.
realization was,
And I just got
especially
better
when
with
you
every
told me
video. One
that
good video
business
snowballs.
never
Just like
fail.
a
Yup.
broken
it's not-
in-game
it's not even
strategy.
just that
You
business
just do it
don't
again
fail.
and again and again, and all of a
Nothing
sudden you have this
ever
OP
fails.
method.
It is
And then once you
always
find it,
the
you
person
spam it.
who fails
That's
it. And
it. You just
it-
spam.
like you
can
can
literally
literally
do
do
it.
anything.
You just keep
Like,
doing
that
it
is the
again and
biggest
again,
thing,
and you'll eventually hit.
I'm trying right now
and
personally
then you
for
move
me is
forward.
knocking down what
Figure out
I'm.
what your
Like,
next.
that's why recently I've kind of
And
knocked
the
down
thing is,
the main three of what I want to try.
So
Gaming,
you're already
IRL,
grinding at the game.
and,
Now I'm talking
like,
if you
starting
guys
a
that play like
business, all
Valorant
these
or
are-
FPS
Yeah.
shooters
And
or
then knock
anything,
them down
even
to the
right
main-
now, look at
the
this
main-
channel.
the main three.
I'm taking
now
me
making
playing
them all
COD
work.
literally
It's
for
not
fun.
a-
Really me trying
oh,
to
they
get back
won't
into a
work, they
game
will,
that I
you know?
basically left behind in my
It's kind of
childhood.
like a matter of time. And if it
does
doesn't
work,
work, it's just me not putting enough effort.
And you know, I might not be
Literally.
getting paid from it now, but I think if I just keep going, I might.
People will
Does it
reach
matter?
that,
Not
be like,
really,
Oh, it doesn't
'cause I
work.
enjoy it.
I knew it.
So whatever happens
That
from
ass.
this happens. If you're playing
I
probably
love
more
it.
than
I
3
love it
hours
so
a
much.
day,
Yeah, I think
you
it's
have
good for
enough
people to
time.
try. Like,
Even
things,
1 hour a
but
day is
they
enough
knock
time.
it off
Just hit
their
the
bucket
record
way
button.
too
Put some stuff
soon.
together. Then the next
I'm
session
glad,
you have
though.
edited up.
Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. The
And some of that
You
time
remember
into
old
documenting,
tenant?
editing, even
That-
studying how others
curious
blew
about
up.
what I do.
It doesn't matter really what
started, like,
direction you go into
Found
with
some
content.
other person that was into
Point is,
YouTube and wanted
it's
to
all
try YouTube.
doable. You can make
Mhm.
gaming into a viable income
Quit
source.
YouTube. She was gonna go into it with a fucking
And life is no
partner,
different.
bro.
I
What
like
are
to
you
see
doing?
it as a video game.
And then
This is
her
something
partner
pretty
ditched
apparent
her.
if you've watched
so
any of
she
my
quit.
videos.
She gave up.
And you'll lose a lot.
God, do I love
again
business,
and
bro.
again and again. You'll fail, but guess
And
what?
honestly,
You playing
like,
video
it could've
games
worked
means
out.
that you're
Who
good at
fucking
failing.
knows, right?
It means you're good at
Maybe they could've
requeuing.
videos,
It means you
anything.
enjoy the process.
Wait.
And you
Tell
might
me
not
I'm
even
not
feel
tripping.
that way at
Okay.
first because you
This
might have
is
never
May
thought about
24th,
it.
available
Through
on
this
May
repetition,
24th.
failure, and feedback,
Okay.
you've
If
gotten
I go
yourself
to grades,
a very
that
good
is
skill at
CA1.
whatever game that you play.
Case-
You can do the same thing with life because life is no different. You just keep
Why do
playing
I
it
have a
until you get somewhere.
28%?
So
Case
that's
now
why I
one.
think overall,
Go here.
people that play
And
video
that's
games, they can
part
make
extension.
millions of dollars.
So
I genuinely
all
think
my
that
degrees-
a lot of the skill sets.
this shit isn't
Once
even
again,
available
the
yet.
issue with it
Neither
is I
this,
feel like a
neither
lot of
is
people
this,
just stick to the
neither are
game,
these.
and the game isn't. The
Probably-
game itself
these
is not the
aren't either.
vehicle.
So-
You just switch onto a
I'm
vehicle
hooked.
where you can
I've
showcase
done my
what it
work.
is you do on the game.
Yeah,
And
nah.
yeah,
Look
that's
at these
basically
stupid-
my take on it. I could be a little optimistic about it, but again, this is the early money that I've made in my career. If you're willing to spend $100 learning combos in games, imagine spending 100 hours learning editing, marketing, business, and skills that you can monetize. They are both fun, and this is coming from someone that does both to this day, to this ripe age of 23 years old. But anywho, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. Join up on the Discord community because trying to meet more people that are like me, that have these goals. Doesn't matter if you're old, young, I don't really care. Point is, we all got the same goal, and I'm trying to meet y'all. So, yeah. Have a good one. Peace. I might take a walk or some, get my cardio in after all this sitting in a chair.